Sagittarius, welcome to your relationship reading for the 3rd to the 10th of May 2025. It's going to be very general, so please take the bits that resonate and leave the other bits for other people, or let them go. Okay. Let's welcome in the high frequency archangels, ascended masters, light beings, spirit guides, and of course our higher selves to assist with this reading. And Sagittarius, this reading is going to be about you and another person. So it could be a family member, friend, partner, potential partner, okay, or long-term partner. We'll just see what the cards have to say here. Let's just see what's going to jump out here for you, Sagittarius. Okay, well, I just like the initial card to flip or jump if we can. Thanks, Spirit. And we'll go from there. That Knight of Wands kind of wanted to come out. Just see. So we just need a card to represent the connection for Sagittarius at this time. Or a connection. Okay, apologies. Okay. Any minute now. Goodness. Okay. Well, the Lovers has come up upright, so maybe we'll go with that, okay? So it's looking like maybe you are hitting it off with this person, Sagittarius, and it could be a love reading. Right, I'm going to, for some reason, I'm going to cut the deck now, and we will do the rest of the cards for you. Okay. Right, so maybe you've been connected for a while here. Maybe it's a long-term relationship. There are some challenging energies presenting here, but we will take our time to look through this. And there's also some positive energies as well. Okay, on the bottom of the deck, the Four of Swords. So, yeah, this could be time for you, Sagittarius, to take a little break from this person, whoever that may be. Okay, I'm just going to pause for a moment. Okay, Sagittarius. So this is the energy. We're going to talk about this card for a minute. So it's interesting because the higher self here, this figure, is larger almost than even these two combined here. Okay, so I feel, Sagittarius, that maybe this is someone who has been your lover or your partner, or it could also be someone who, if it is a family member or a friend, okay, sometimes this energy just talks about someone that we have been, that we love. I mean, we can love family members, we can love friends, okay, and maybe you've been intimately connected to this person, not necessarily physically, okay, maybe emotional, maybe you've shared a lot of emotional stuff with each other over the years, or this could be a relatively new friendship, okay, but this is also saying that there's also spirit here, there's also the higher self of each of these people here, and sometimes when we have soul contracts to spend time with another person, or we agree to, as we come down here, we agree, well, I'm being with this person now for certain reasons, okay. It's kind of looking like that maybe it could be time to look at spending a little time apart, or certainly finding some regular times where you can have a little bit of time away from each other, so that you can develop your own connection with your own higher self. Okay, there could be a few ways that we can read that card. You're presenting here, Sagittarius, with this Seven of Pentacles, consolidation energy. You're sort of thinking, well, is this worth continuing? Okay, is it worth you to continue with this connection? The other person is sort of feeling conflicted. Maybe there are things that you are having different opinions on. Okay, maybe it's difficult to get an agreement here on things. I think you are looking, Sagittarius, maybe you're looking to embark on a new path here. Okay. The other person is sort of looking like they are, I mean, they could be almost out for an argument, or maybe they are looking to have the final say. Maybe they are not open to what it is that you are doing in your life. Maybe they don't necessarily agree with it, which is, you know, it's a difficult energy to associate with, for sure. Interesting thing is on the next row, you have the Ten of Wands and they have the Ten of Swords. So it's like this has become a bit of a burden for you, or there are aspects of the connection that have become a burden, okay? And that this other person is feeling like, you know, there's stress involved in this for them as well. And they are feeling like, you know, it's just, yeah, they're kind of wanting it to come to an end. The interesting thing is you have Ten of Wands, you are moving towards this Hermit. So it's looking like you are wanting some time out for perhaps your spiritual growth, personal development, you know, and I feel like this is maybe you're going through a change in career or something which is, which you are very much needing to do, Sagittarius, and this other person is maybe having issues with it. On their Ten of Swords side, they have this Knight of Cups. So it's almost like they are wanting, maybe they are looking elsewhere. Maybe they are, you know, we don't like to say it, but maybe they have found an emotional connection with another person, okay? Or it's saying that maybe if they feel that they have been trying to, you know, emotionally connect with you and it hasn't happened, this could just be saying that they are tired of making the attempts, okay? Now, the way that they do that might not be appropriate, and the way that they perceive they are doing it could be quite different the way that you are receiving it on your end, okay? So there's no person here that's doing the right thing and there's no person that's doing the wrong thing, okay? Let's just get this out there that it's a very neutral thing, and it could be a mutual thing that's going on. There could be mutual difficulties, mutual maybe misunderstandings, but maybe not necessarily. It could just be differences of values. Maybe this is what's happening. Maybe there's a change of values going on, okay? You are presenting here, Sagittarius, with the Two of Cups. So I think as much as you would like to connect with this person, I think you are also wanting to connect with your higher self. Okay, this is echoing this energy again here. The higher self is presenting in this scenario. And I feel that, yeah, it's like you have made efforts. Okay, you've made efforts. And maybe you are wanting to develop, you want to work on a legacy. You know, maybe you are, you know, wanting to create some more material abundance, but also abundance in other areas. Maybe you're actually wanting to start a family here, Sagittarius. Or maybe there's some more family things that you're wanting to do here. And the other person is sort of coming in with this energy here of the Emperor. So it could be that maybe they are kind of wanting to be the boss, okay? Maybe they are wanting to call the shots and to sort of be ruling over the whole thing and basically telling you what to do, okay? That could be something that's sort of coming in here. The other thing too that's right next to this is almost the opposite energy. This is a very masculine energy, all about structure, logic, and reason. And this is a very moon, very depth card about the subconscious. So there could be, this other person may have some subconscious work that they need to do. It also might be looking at this idea that, you know, maybe they need to look at, you know, what the truth, like their sort of personal truth, and being honest about things. Okay, maybe there's some subconscious stuff here that they need to process. Yeah, the Emperor does have this energy of kind of lording it over, or sort of, yeah. Let's have a look here. So we also have, yeah, you're presenting with the Six of Swords here, Sagittarius. You are wanting more harmony, peace, and balance, and you may be needing to move away from this other person in order to experience that peace and harmony and balance. Okay, I get the feeling here that it's either a lot of the time or some of the time or a little bit of the time there's something maybe difficult or domineering about this person that you just needing time out from. Okay. And the other person is sort of taking that as, well, you know, they are going to be playing the victim, they are going to be woe is me, and they are not going to be asking for help or trying to sort out what the problem is and what their problems are and what it is that they are doing that is wrong. Okay. And, you know, there's something else here that they are having success with. Okay. And this could be, maybe if this is sort of to do with work or, you know, something else. Maybe this is something that they've been working on for themselves. And so this success is almost sort of contributing to this facade of like, everything's okay, Jack. Or June. Okay. And is sort of this energy here is kind of really going to be inhibiting this, the addressing of this energy, which is that help is needed here because things are not as good as they seem. Okay, so, you know, this is really difficult for you, Sagittarius. Yeah, I empathize. So this is, you know, you getting some respite from this other person's energy. And the interesting thing is that what you are going to move towards as a result of this is an awakening. So once again, we have this beautiful higher self connection here coming through. And, you know, this is, I think, Sagittarius, you are the person here that is, okay, you've gone through this, maybe it's been a karmic connection of sorts, and you are now looking at this call, the higher call towards connect to the higher self. And guess who's doing that? You are doing that in this reading. Okay, you're moving towards connecting with your higher self, and you are going through this process of reorienting your values. You're doing your personal growth, self-reflection here. You're embarking on a new spiritual path. Okay, you're putting down your burdens, and you are wanting to really create an abundance, like abundance for yourself, not just material. Actually, I did mention that before, but it's all abundance. Okay, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. Okay. Yeah. Did I say spiritually? Yeah. So you are in this process of stepping out of this way of living that has not been in some ways life-giving. Okay. Or maybe there's just something recently that's sort of gone down between the two of you, and you are just going, well, that you have to move to in the direction of connection with your personal growth and development. And I feel that the unfortunate thing is, Sagittarius, that this person does not seem to be in support of that for you. You know, hence you have here the Four of Swords, okay, which is taking a break. I really like this image too, because once again you have there's a person standing here. I don't know if you can see that. And there's a person kneeling here. So it's almost like the higher self and the person here. So this person is engaged in meditation to create a nice foundational state of consciousness that's peace, harmony, and balance as a means to connect with their higher self and spiritual aspect. Let's clarify that, lovers, for you, and then we might finish up. The Emperor is quite a strong energy, and I get, Sagittarius, that this person has probably been a fairly major influence in your life, has been quite a strong, is a strong personality. Okay. Wow. The Ace of Swords has come out. And yeah, it's about, this is a process of you getting clear and aligning with your personal truth. Okay. But it's also about the other person coming into, you know, this thing about the moon here is about really uncovering the truths. You know, what are the illusions that this person is under, you know, or what is it about their values that are preventing them from, I guess, seeing some soul truths that you are kind of contemplating here, Sagittarius. Okay. So yeah, so this is about getting clear on what's going on, clarity, getting some insight. Yeah. So let's look at the bottom of the deck. I've just been guided to look at the bottom of the deck. Okay, Eight of Swords. Sagittarius, yeah. This is about you setting yourself free. Okay. The other person needs to set themselves free too, but, you know, yeah, in ways that you sort of feel are appropriate. So it might just be about getting some respite. Maybe you're going to be getting some support. Yeah, here we have the Devil also, which is sort of about the connections. You know, if this is a bit of a codependent connection, you know, then that might be looking at that. Maybe you need to be looking at getting some professional counselling with a good counsellor that you feel resonant with. Okay. To help you through this transition. But you might already have already done the bulk of it here, Sagittarius. Okay. So I hope that's been helpful. And yeah, I look forward to our next reading. In the meantime, have a great day, a great week, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.